Hi guys, welcome to another video where we're going to talk about some things that will help us do a better job in social studies as we work to build really good summary paragraphs. So what I'm about to tell you adds to some of the things we've been doing in class where we're looking at articles, and after we look at an article and we read it and we highlight it looking for the key words and the key ideas, then we've got to try and make some sense of the ideas that we think are really important. One way to do this is with a summary. And I put together a list of tips for you for writing an article summary. And before I start with the tips, I want to remind you that a summary gives us an overview of what the article is about. Sometimes we don't have time to write a whole lot about the article, but with a summary, it'll allow us to tell the reader the really important things that are in the article. So here's some steps that can help you out as we start reading more articles that talk about different parts of American history. Step one is to read and highlight the article carefully. Remember, take your time, and as I've said in class, we are great artists in art class, but in social studies, we want to be strategic about how we use that highlighter. Only want to go after those key words and key ideas. Step two, once we have some of these key ideas and key terms underlined, we want to make a list of those important ideas. Your homework assignment that you're working on this week, On the Road to the Revolution, gave you a chance to practice working through this skill where you're making a list of important ideas and then you're writing a paragraph about them. Following along to step three, once you've made your list, then I want you to use that list to write a paragraph that tells what your article is all about. And Mr. Daniel made a little bit of a typo here, what the article is about, not the paragraph, okay? And remember, good paragraphs contain a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and of course a conclusion, okay? So we're going to keep using that format that we've worked on both in language arts and in social studies. And then step four, I want you to really be careful about checking your work carefully for spelling and punctuation when you write your paragraphs. Sometimes we forget to go back and ask ourselves if the work that we have finished is as good as it can be in every way. And one way to do this is to check your work for spelling and punctuation. So this is just a little overview on writing a summary paragraph. And then the next thing I want to tell you about is that I've put together a new vocabulary list for, again, chapter 2, words that are part of lesson 2 in your orange workbook. Here are the words that I really want you to know: independence, confederation, Congress, constitution, delegate. Mr. Daniel made another typo. Ratify, amendment, and territory. Our goal by the end of this week is to be able to figure out how all of those words fit together. We've already started talking about independence, and now we're going to start to talk more about the American Revolution and then forming our new government. So this is kind of what we're up to this week. Let's continue to have a great week. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you later in class.